Nice. That's one of them new Ben Franklins you count there, baby Bob.
You don't stop.
Gotta get that money.
You don't stop.
Oh man, this is how we do it. East, West.
Gonna have a little casual conversation about like versus love when it comes to dating world, relationship. I mean, shit, in some ways it applies to everything, but like versus love specifically as it relates to dating. So let me take this grill out. I work out with my grill in. I'm from Houston. It's a Houston thing. It's a Southern thing. I used to wear a mouthpiece, but it was like a little too rubbery, a little too thick, but I still needed something to kind of bite down on, so I just start wearing my grill when I work out. Fuck it, it works. But no, like versus love. So over the years, of course, my own relationships and then conversations, social media, all of this shit, you know, you hear a lot of people complaining about why their relationship don't work out, or, you know, why he don't love you, or just, you know, why she acting retarded, all this other shit. So let me talk to, I'm gonna actually gear this conversation more towards women, but of course, you know, I'm speaking from a man's perspective. So the problem is that for women, in most cases, not all, never, in most cases, love is the evolution of like. It's a step up from like. So it's like, you know, for women, it's like, oh, I don't like you anymore, I love you. So that's better, or that's the improvement, you know, like that's the next level of my compassion and affection towards you, okay? For men, it's two separate things, okay? And I think some of that is where a lot of the disconnect comes within communication and experience and perspective, is that for men, it is two different things. And, you know, for women, love is a very difficult thing to tap into. And that's a whole different topic. But it's a difficult thing for women to tap into. But just to kind of sum it up, women are looking to receive love, because with love comes security, and it comes some guarantees, and it comes protection and things that women naturally look for on a primal level. You know, from human beings all the way down, you know, to any animal in the animal kingdom. You know, a woman is innately looking for protection and security. Whereas a man is looking for his experience, and he's looking to have that authority and that control and that power over his environment, which relates a lot more so to like versus love. So love for men is very easy, okay? It's not a very hard thing, but love for men is not very receiving. So love for men is actually very sacrificial. So for a man to love you or to experience love, it means that he has, in a man's world, innately or naturally given up parts of himself to commit to a certain type of hierarchy or a certain type of system to make sure that the women or his children are protected, because he loves them. So he's willing to lay his life on the line. He's willing to provide. He's willing to manage all of these different hats in his life, because he is now in love with something and committed to it on that level. So for a man, naturally, from top to bottom, love is a very sacrificial thing. So it is not as exciting, or we don't look forward to it the way women do. And love for us, for men, means that there's more that we have to do. There's more work, there's more stress, there's more things to consider, there's more things to not do in some cases, versus all the things that now we do have to do because we've committed ourselves to the framework of love. So when a man starts to kind of pull away or not really enjoy the relationship, or he's not talking in futuristic, secure terms anymore, as he once did, if this is happening, or if he's not talking that way at all, it's because there's something about the situation that he no longer likes or does not like. So for a man to be happy, his happiness is not based in love, it is based in like. So it is very easy for him to love you once he spent enough time with you, gotten to know you, he's been intimate with you, he has a certain set of core values that allow for him to step up to the plate and take care of his responsibilities and communicate well, all of that shit. For select men, love is a very easy thing. For most men, love is a very easy thing. Most men don't fall out of love with you, they fall out of like with you. So what I mean by that is, a lot of times when a man enters a relationship, when he courts a woman or pursues a woman, you know, and this is not to throw shade or anything at women, I'm just giving you an example that happens in a lot of cases. So the women are putting their best foot forward. They're looking their best. They're smelling their best. They're watching, you know, their words and how they phrase and package things. And, you know, you can go over to visit them and their house is extra clean. And, you know, like you don't see any of her background, nothing. You ain't seeing her use the bathroom and fart and none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? When y'all just start off, you know, it's like you're stepping into like this wonderland of greatness and this really great experience, and she's talking to you all nice and shit like that. So once the situation has progressed to a certain point and now love is a part of the play, a lot of times women see love as their cue to relax and their cue to take a step back, and they're for some men they consider it, you know, the woman's license to be reckless. So now all of the things that you liked about her, that you look forward to doing with her, she's not doing anymore, or her demeanor has changed. So once she was soft-spoken and a little more feminine and a little more caring and nurturing with her approach and her words and her actions, now she's straight up rough and she's almost like barking at you, or, you know, y'all sitting up on the couch watching TV and she just fucking letting out farts, and she, you know, she let weeks and shit, months go by without, you know, shaving and taking care of her private areas and shit. Because for a lot of times, women in that framework of love means security and guarantees, and I can relax and I can let my hair down, and, you know, now it's this unconditional thing that can't go away. For men, it does not work that way. For men, it's really all about the like. You know, a man's love is very protective and it's very sacrificing. Like, he's not gonna let you be out on the street. He's not gonna let you be broke. He's not gonna let anybody cause you any harm because he loves you, okay? He's gonna be there for you in your time of need because he loves you. But the relationship tends to go sour or fall off because once love is introduced or is a part of the play, a lot of times women disregard the like factor and they stop trying to get the men to like them and continue to like them the way that they did when the relationship or the situation first started. Whereas men see it as, okay, now we love each other, we're taking a step up, we need to work harder. Because in a man's world, it's all about, as when love is introduced, it's like, okay, there's more shit I gotta do. So why is it not more things that you have to do? You know, and that's where men start to feel that anxiety and that impatience and that intolerance, and kind of like they don't want you around or they don't want to spend time with you, and women automatically thinking like he's cheating or fucking around. A lot of times dude be at the highs on the video game, or he be asleep, or he be working out, you know, extra longer than he need to and shit. And of course, you know, there are guys that cheat and fuck around. Definitely not denying that on any level. But, you know, a lot of times, like, the man doesn't want to be with you because that feeling of like, and that feeling of excitement, and that feeling of like, kind of like feeling free and everything's like fresh, that is gone. Now you're pressing him about what's next and what's the next step and what's the next level, and you're bombarding him with questions about marriage, almost like you're trying to hire a husband versus like really be with him as a person and whoever he is. You know, now you're talking about checklist items, and you're unknowingly putting everything together as if he now works for you, like he's now your task force for happiness. And men really ain't about that shit. You know, like, a lot of men won't tell you that outright, or they may allude to that within, you know, their attitude or their behavior or just whatever. But a lot of men, they feel that in the gut, but they don't really know how to express that to you verbally, or how to convey that to you through their actions or, you know, through the, you know, pillow talk or whatever, you know. So I just wanted to get on here and say that today. I'm not going to harp on that subject for too long, but ladies, just know that a man's attraction level to you and a man's commitment level to you is way more based on him liking you than him loving you. The love is very easy for us, but if we don't like you, we have no problems moving away from you regardless of how much we love you. That love shit is like, is second nature to us, because love means protection and sacrifice and building the kingdom and all of that shit, which is what most of us want to do anyway. So love is not this like esoteric thing that, you know, it's just like, oh, like to us, it's the like, you know what I'm saying? It's like when my girl call, I want to be excited that she's calling, not like, fuck, what she want, you know? So, but that's it. I said that was it already, but that's really it. I'll see y'all later. Peace.